Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Rachel and I am knitting. Not right now, but most of the time. And I have been knitting. In today's video, I am going to update you on my progress for my goals I made for the month of January and also share my goals for the month of February, in addition to sharing an exciting announcement, or at least I think it's exciting. You might not care, but I'm going to tell you either way. So just, buckle up. I have my notes here in my planner. I didn't write them in my knitting journal because I was afraid I would mess it up if I wrote it in my knitting journal. I need to get over that. But I wrote them down here in my planner. It's kind of confusing to have two journals, but it is what it is. So if you're not familiar, at the beginning of January, I uploaded a video that went over the 4 goals that I wanted to accomplish in my knitting, my crafting, my making life during the month of January 2024. It boiled down to 4 goals, and I'm happy to report that I did accomplish some of those goals, and I'm reluctant to report that I didn't complete others. So, it's just what it is. It's just the way of things. So I wanted to update you on those things. So if you didn't watch it and you'd like to, I'll link it up here above and you can check it out when you feel like it, whether that's now or later or never, but you can find it linked up above. Okay, so the first goal for the month of January was to complete a commission order for 6 stockings. And I'm proud to say that I sort of did that. I have 6 stockings here. I knit 4 of them in the month of January. I found 2 of them in my back stock from previous, commission seasons. So I did knit 4 of them during the month of January, and I have 2 left over. Now, there are a few finishing touches that are not yet complete on these. This stocking is done completely. This stocking is done completely. This stocking still needs some duplicate stitch holly berries. So these aren't just green chevrons. So that's not officially done. This stocking needs a name added. This is one of my backstock ones, so there wasn't a name yet. Needs a name added. This one needs a Christmas tree duplicate stitched added to the truck. And this one also needs a name added. So this one was also from my backstock. Now you might be thinking, Rachel, why aren't these done? You were supposed to ship them out at the end of January. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting on a shipping address. I don't know where to send them yet. So I just got distracted, but I'll finish these this week. I am dedicated to doing that. But there's nothing I can do with them. I just need, I can't go to the post office and say, here, send these to the person it goes to, because I don't know the address. So they are nearly done, not quite done, but the fact that all 6 of them are in existence, I'm happy with that. So I will be adding the 2 names and then the 2 stockings that need duplicate stitch. I'll finish that up this week. So I guess this goal for January is about halfway done, not fully done, but or like 3/4 of the way done, because really it's not like revolutionary progress that needs to be made. Just 2 names need to be added and 2 stockings need duplicate stitch embellishment. No sweat off my back. That will be a simple thing to do, and I'll get that done this week. So that's the first update for my January goal, complete 6 stockings. That has like a check mark that is almost checked all the way, but just not quite yet. It'll get there though. The second goal I had for the month of January was to finish this Bouclé hat in Treehouse Knits in Bloom. And I did finish it. If you are a dedicated watcher of this channel, you'll know that not only did I finish it, but I also uploaded an FO diary into my FO diary series, which is the series where I walk you through my process of knitting a certain pattern, what I liked about the pattern, what I didn't like about the pattern, the yarn I used, do I recommend the pattern, etc., etc. So yeah, I did complete this goal, no caveats at all, like with the stockings. The Bouclé hat is done, and I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to wear it in Ireland and wherever the wind blows me. How's that? Yeah, it is kind of finicky because of the boucle brim. I had to add a few rounds of elastic in different places, but all in all, it's a very cute hat, very warm, very comfy, very cozy, and I'm happy with it. If you want to know more details about this hat, you can watch the FO Diary video. I'll link it up above. Wow, so many videos linked up above today. 2 already. Who knows how many more there will be. Okay, so that's the update on the first 2 goals. The stockings, almost done. The boucle hat, absolutely done. The next goal that I had for the month of January was to get Cushy some clothes. When I filmed the January goals video, Cushy had no clothes. Cushy was just a naked little lamb. And now, as you can see, she is decked out in the most cute, beautiful, adorable overalls / dungarees and a cute little seed stitch scarf. So Cushy is all done. She is a finished object. I plan to do an installment of FO Diaries going over my process of knitting Cushy. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Keep your eye on this channel page area of the internet. So that is another goal that I can check off. Totally done. So we're 2 for 3 right now. So that's pretty good progress. And then the last goal of January, or that I set for myself in January, was to finish my Daft Days cardigan. And this is where we come to a screeching halt. Let me grab my Daft Days cardigan. I think that I wove in maybe 2 ends during the month of January. I think that's what I did. And you know, that's not much progress, but it's still progress. Progress is progress, and that's a fact. But I am very motivated to finish this, and I'll tell you more about that shortly. But obviously, I did not meet my goal in the month of January. It got to the point in my knitting journal, I wrote down weekly goals, and I broke up my goals for the Daft Days to finish it. Like the first week of January, I wanted to pick up the neckline and button band, for instance, and weave in 10 ends. The second week, I wanted to knit 1 sleeve. The third week, knit another sleeve, and like weave in ends throughout. That just didn't happen. My focus was elsewhere, particularly in like, I finished other sweaters. This isn't even what I planned to talk about, but I'll tell you, I finished my Lento sweater. I finished my Corran cardigan. So it was a busy, successful January, and you know what? They're over in my closet, so I don't want to get up and show you them. But I did a lot in January, even though I did not meet this goal. I was still very productive, and yeah, but I'm not going to go into detail about that stuff now, and I'll tell you why later. So that's the check-in of my 4 goals for the month of January. The stockings, almost done. You know, they're kind of in limbo right now anyway. I can't send them off to their recipient until I have the address, so I'm just kind of sitting on them. They're already paid for, don't worry about that. So like, I'm not being ghosted. Excuse me. So all is well there, and they will find their forever home shortly, and they will be finished before I get the address. I'm sure I'm finishing up the stockings this week. That's final. This week I'm finishing up the stockings. And then the second goal, Bouclé hat, done. Cushy's clothes, done. Daft Days cardigan, failure. Okay, that's fine. Now let's talk about my February goals. I also have them written out here, and I have 6 of them. Okay, so the first goal is to finish a lamb commission. This morning, I worked for about an hour and a half, and I made the head, or the face, or the head face, whatever. I made this part of the lamb. This lamb is going to be a bit smaller than Cushy. No problem. I've talked with the recipient. She's excited and fine about that. Because I'm using different yarn. I'm using KnitPicks Swish DK and the KnitPicks Bouclé yarn. It's working up really nicely so far. I'm enjoying the process. I worked on this while I was watching Leslie's latest podcast and vlog, and that was fun and enjoyable and cozy. So my goal is to finish this lamb commission. I said that I would have it done by Valentine's Day, and I want to be true to my word. So that's my first goal for the month of February. I think I can knock it out no problem if I give it the attention it deserves. So there we go. And then the second goal that I have for the month of February, let me grab the project that it pertains to. Here it is. I'm keeping it in this vinyl bag. I've talked about these vinyl bags before. Andrea from Whimsical Crochet recommended them to me, and I just went nuts over them. I love them. I got a bunch of them. They come in this size, and they also come in a bigger size. Great way to carry your projects around, and great way to protect your yarn. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The second goal for the month of February is to get to sleeve separation on this sea glass. I got a little sidetracked, distracted. I had a phone call that I was expecting, but I had lost track of time. Anyway, what was I talking about? My sea glass. So my goal for this month is to get to sleeve separation on my sea glass. I don't know if I already said that or not. If I have, you get to hear it twice. Lucky you. But yeah, sleeve separation, I am making really good progress. This is a project that once I pick it up, it's so hard to put down. It's so hard to devote my time and energy and thought to another project. It's just so captivating. If you've ever knit stripes or, you know, just color work like this, you may know the feeling of, you know, just one more row is even more heightened and even more like, I don't know, enchanting, enticing. You just crave it. So this is like the one more row project to end all one more row projects. I have maybe, I don't know, 20 or so more rows before sleeve separation, but I really want to do that in the month of February. Not only in the month of February, I want to do that this week because the Princess Bride pre-order is this Saturday, February 10th at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Did I say this is Long Dog yarn? This is Long Dog yarn in the Princess Bride variegated colorways. This sweater has every single variegated colorway from the Princess Bride collection, except As You Wish. So there's a lot going on. I'm using Cliffs of Insanity as my main color, and I'm knitting that up on every row. That's that gray color, so you can kind of see how it is alternating between the bright contrast colors that really pop against that gray background. So I'm using Cliffs of Insanity on every row, and then I have this pattern of contrast colors in order going throughout the sweater. So there's so many beautiful colors represented. I mentioned this on Instagram, so you might have seen, but if you want to make a sea glass like this, for my size, a 50 to 55 inch bust, I got 4 skeins of Cliffs of Insanity to use as that main color. And then I got 1 skein of every other variegated except As You Wish. And then an additional skein of my color of choice for the collar, cuffs, and hem. So I got 2 skeins of, originally it was Humperdinck, but on this second time, I'm using Indigo, this green, as my collar, cuff, and hem color. So 2 skeins of the color you want with your collar, cuff, and hem, 4 skeins of your main color, in my case it's Cliffs of Insanity, and then 1 skein each of all the other colors that you want to incorporate. The numbers for your main color and your collar, cuff, and hem color might be different than mine. If you have a smaller size or a larger size bust than me, you might need more or less of that 4 number or the 2 number, but you can kind of get the idea of how much you would need. Obviously, you don't need a full skein of these contrast colors. You will have so much left over. So maybe if you want to go in on it with a friend who wants to make a similar project, you could do that, or you could plan multiple projects with these different colors, because you need to get a skein at least so you can work them up, right? But you'll have a ton left over because each color is just a stripe every 9 rows. Yeah. So yes. Get to sleeve separation on my sea glass. That is a goal for February. Specifically, by February 10th. Now, the next thing that I want to accomplish in the month of February also has a milestone deadline for February 10th. And let me grab it. I'll show you what it is. This is my Lumme cardigan by Sari Norland, and it's a colorwork sweater. The pattern is written for worsted weight. I'm using DK weight, so I sized up to the largest size. I'm still using the needles recommended in the pattern. If I were to do this again, I think I would probably swatch with smaller needles. But yeah, it's gorgeous. These are also Princess Bride colorways from the Long Dog Yarn collection, pre-order on Saturday. These are new colors. So a few years ago, Brandy of Long Dog Yarn had the Princess Bride colorway, and all of the colors in my sea glass were part of the collection, but these new semi-solids were not. So this dark purple is called Never Go Against a Sicilian When Death is on the Line. And this lighter pinkish purple is called Is This a Kissing Book? So these are both new colors that you can get in the 2024 Long Dog Yarn Princess Bride update. I would love to also get to sleeve separation on my Lumme by this Saturday. So 2 sweaters to get to sleeve separation on. I think I can do it. And if not, that's okay. But I want to do it not only because I'm really enjoying these projects, but I want to do right by Brandy and give her as much hype and content as I can leading up to the pre-order. She was really generous. She gifted me this sweater quantity for my Lumme, and she actually sent me another skein of indigo for this second attempt at my sea glass, because like I said, originally I got 2 skeins of Humperdinck for the collar, cuffs, and hem. Or no, I got 2 skeins, either Humperdinck or RUS. But anyway, I didn't get 2 skeins of the green. So she sent me another skein of indigo. And it's right here, actually. I haven't wound it up yet, but it's here when I need it. She also sent me 2 skeins of Humperdinck on the UOS base, which is the Yarn of Unusual Size. This is not a base that Brandy has carried before. It's 70% alpaca, 7% fine wool, and 23% recycled nylon. It's 284 yards per 100 grams, but it's a blown yarn, meaning the fibers are like inside this tube that's created in the yarn making process. So she gifted me a ton of yarn, a sweater quantity, 2 skeins of this bulky yarn, and a skein of indigo. And I'm not quite sure what I'll make with this. I'm thinking maybe a matching hat and cowl set. But anyway, all that to say, I want to support Brandy as much as possible leading up to the pre-order and, you know, get the word out as much as I can. So sleeve separation for those 2 sweaters by Saturday. That is my goal. I will have an affiliate link to shop. So if you're interested in shopping the Long Dog Yarn Princess Bride pre-order collection, you can check out the link in the video description if you'd like to support me with your purchase. Okay, so that's the first 3 goals. My lamb commission, sleeve separation on sea glass, sleeve separation on Lumme. Okay, and now the 4th goal. Backed by popular demand, I am going to finish the Daft Days cardigan in February. That's final. You can't change my mind. I can't change my mind. It has to happen. And for similar reasons why I want to finish or get to sleeve separation on those previous 2 sweaters, I want to finish this in February because Jess from Skein and the Stitch is having a Hobbit pre-order collection on February 24th. So if you watched my vlog series in the month of December going over my progress knitting this and you thought, oh my gosh, those Hobbit colorways are so gorgeous, I can't wait to get my hands on them, I hope she has a pre-order one day, that day is near. February 24th, you can mark your calendars. So I really want to finish this Daft Days cardigan. Like I said with Brandy, I want to give Jess as much advertising as possible because I want to get the word out about this awesome pre-order and I want to be able to wear this on pre-order day. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to finally having this done and off my WIP list so I can enjoy it as an FO. Okay, so that's goal number 4. The 5th goal is to start a knit along. I am participating in a knit along with You Knit Co, and I'll tell you more about that in some coming videos, but just want to mention it here that it is a goal for the month of February. The knit along starts at the end of February, so had to acknowledge it as one of my goals of things to do. I'll be starting it in February. And then my final goal for the month of February is to start my Clockwork Fiber Co sweater. So, this is a package that I received from Sam of Clockwork Fiber Co, formerly Beachy Breeze Fibers. So you may be familiar with Beachy Breeze Fibers. Sam has rebranded to now be Clockwork Fiber Co. So this is kind of an acquisition, actually. I didn't anticipate having an acquisition section, but here we are. I'm going to show you. Let me open this really quickly and then I'll tell you more so you don't have to listen to the crinkling. Look at this. New labels and everything. Look at this cute rebranding Sam has done. So the story behind this yarn that Sam sent me is a few weeks ago, I think it was in the month of January, a while ago, I posted a sweater that I was wearing, the Gretter sweater by Jared Flood. I knitted up years ago in blue, gray, and white colors. And I was thinking how the colorwork motif kind of looks like hearts in some places, and how cute would it be to have a purple version with pink hearts in the colorwork. I just had the best idea ever. Okay, so look at this sweater. This is called the Gretter sweater by Jared Flood. It's a colorwork yoke sweater and worsted weight. You knit the sleeves first and then the bottom top up, and then you connect them and make the yoke. Okay, anyway, the point is, imagine if I knit this in purple, obviously, as the main color, and I still had white in the yoke, and I still had like a gray or something for this contrast color, but instead of having this row have blue hearts and this row have white hearts, have like 2 different shades of pink. Wouldn't that be so cute? Should I do it? Yes or no? Sam provided yarn support to make it happen. She worked with me to make sure that the tones of the colors were something that I loved and that I would wear, you know, in perpetuity until the end of time. She also sent me some skeins to crank into socks. So let me just get everything out here and I'll show you. I just made a mess. All right, so here are the skeins. Well, I'll just say, here are the colors, because I don't want to hold all the skeins at once. I'll drop them again. But here are the colors that Sam sent me and that Sam developed for me. I think these are all already in her colorway library, but look at this. Beautiful. So this is going to be the main color for my sweater. Show you her nice new labels. This is on the base analog worsted. This is a 100% untreated American wool, so it's non-superwash. It is a 3-ply worsted weight with 227 yards per 100 grams. So very excited about this. We have grape jelly as the main color. And then for the contrast colors, there are 2 small fur mouse, lilac blossom, snowball, and peonies. Just look at these. So gorgeous. I'm really, really excited about this sweater. So that's a goal that I have for the month of February. And then of course, these 2 socks that, 2 sock skeins that she sent to have cranked. So I'm gonna be cranking these this month. These are on a new, it's just having so much trouble focusing today. These are on a new base that Sam is carrying. This is called Atomic Sock, and it's 80% superwash American Merino and 20% cash style nylon. So I'm excited to try that. Oh, these are different. Okay, so this one is Atomic Sock. This one is Atomic Silk Sock. Yeah, I can see a difference. So Atomic Silk Sock is 80% American Merino, 20% mulberry silk. Okay, interesting. The atomic sock is 4-ply. The atomic silk sock is 3-ply. Awesome. So both of these colors are from Sam's yearly club subscription she's putting on in 2024. It's called Seasons of Change, and it's basically based on the changing colors that come with the changing seasons. So this one, the atomic sock skein, is called Freshly Fallen, and this is January's color. The club subscription has closed for January's color, but there will be leftovers in her online shop on Saturday, February 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I know there's a lot going on February 10th. Why did I try to say 20th? There's a lot going on February 10th. So much so that I can't even say the date correctly. But add this to the list of good things. We've got Long Dog Yarn, there's Treehouse Knits, there's Clockwork Fiber Co. There's a lot going on February 10th. But if you would like this colorway, Freshly Fallen, from January's installment of Sam's Seasons of Change Club, you can get that on February 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this colorway is for the February installment of the club, and it's available currently, now, today, in Sam's online shop, and it's open until February 10th. So today, day of filming, is February 7th, tomorrow's February 8th. So, okay, Saturday, it's open till Saturday. So you can grab this now. This colorway for the February Seasons of Change Club is called Winter Sunrise, and it's really pretty. It has creams, purples, pinks, some blues, really, really gorgeous. So if either of these colorways speak to you, you can get this one on February 10th, and you can get this one until February 10th. So a lot to keep track of, but there you go. So those are my 6 goals for the month of February. Lamb commission, sleeve separation sea glass, sleeve separation Lumme, finish Daft days, start knit along, start Clockwork Fiber Co. sweater. So 6 things, more than last month, but that's okay. We'll just see where we get. Those are things that I would like to go. Maybe some of them are ambitious, but we'll just see what we see. Now for the announcement that I promised you at the beginning of the video. And the announcement is this. I'm not going to do monthly check-in videos anymore. Or maybe I will, but they're not going to be all I'm doing because it's just too much. It just adds up and it stresses me out. And if it's not fun, I'm not doing it. So I'm going to make it fun. And what I'm going to do instead is a weekly podcast. Now, before you say, Rachel, it's not a podcast if there's video. Guess what? Okay, I believe you. I trust you. I'm going to call it a podcast anyway, because that's what I want to do. And I feel like calling it a vodcast feels like a made up word. And I only like to use made up words that are fun, like atrocified or disgustified or something like that. And vodcast just does not have the same exciting vibe to it. So I'm not going to call it a vodcast, and I'm so sorry. I know there are strong opinions on that. I know people talk about it on Craft Snark. I read Craft Snark and I live in fear of Craft Snark, and I feel like simultaneously validated and terrified by Craft Snark, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. The point is, I'm going to do a weekly podcast, or I'm going to try my hand at it and see how it goes. And that means that I'm hoping I can get to 2 videos a week. One video being a podcast and another being like some stupid little thing I get into, like a sock cranking video, or I don't know, a vlog, or I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what it will be. But that is at least changing. I'm not going to do monthly updates solely because it's just too much. I want to take little baby steps, take little bite-sized pieces of my progress and my goals instead of letting it all add up to a month and then being overwhelmed because, you know, either I went away from the plan and was totally derailed and then I feel shame coming onto YouTube and telling you that, or like I stuck to the plan perfectly but I was sad about it. That doesn't sound fun either. So we're going to try doing something that sounds fun, and a podcast sounds fun. So a weekly podcast where I talk about my progress on different projects, yarn acquisitions, things like that. I talked to Leslie about this and she validated this feeling. So I'm just gonna run with it. I'm just gonna go in that direction. So if you like watching things like that, you can look forward to it. If you hate watching things like that, you can get out of here. Just kidding. I hope you stick around. Just give me a chance, okay? Just give me a chance. But that's the update. That's all I have for this video. We went over my January successes, failures, all the things in between, and talked about my goals for February. But yeah, there's the update. I hope that you're having a great day. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and hit that notification bell to be notified of my next upload. Last but not least, head over to Instagram and follow me at Rachel is Knitting if you don't already. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.